Hi everybody, in this video we're going to talk about slope. So at the end of the video I want us to be able to define slope and find the slope given a graph. Okay, so what is slope? Slope is just the steepness of a line, right? So if you think about your biking, if you're going down, we'll talk about negative slope. If we're going up, we'll talk about positive slope. But at the end of the day, all it is how steep is that line. We are going to talk about it in a couple different ways. The first way is we're going to say it's the change of y's, so think up and down, over the change of x's. Or we're going to learn this phrase called rise over run, which just means, hey, how much am I rising in the y direction and how much am I changing or running in the x direction? Okay, the different types of slope, there are four. Positive slope means you're going uphill. Negative slope means you're going downhill. And these are two kind of different ones. Zero slope means that it's a flat horizontal line. So think about a treadmill. Imagine that you didn't put the incline up. You're just trucking along at zero. And this next one is going to be called undefined. Undefined is when you have a vertical line up and down. And I want you guys to remember this. So here's Goofy, and he is literally going to fall to his death. That is going to be undefined. So undefined means you're going up and down. I want you to remember this video of Goofy falling all the way down. Okay, so when we're finding the slope between 2 points, first we're going to find 2 perfect points on the graph. We're going to use the rise over run formula, and then we're going to simplify if necessary. So we have already found our 2 perfect points. Notice that they intersect perfectly on the coordinate grid. Next, we're going to use the formula rise over run. So I'm like, hey, how far am I going up to get to the 2 blue points? So from here to here, I'm going up 3, so there's my rise. And then I'm going over to the right 4, so that is my run. I can't simplify 3/4 anymore, so that is going to be my slope. Usually we use the variable m, so anytime you see m, we're going to use that for our slope. Okay, one more. When we are doing these, be very careful about when you're moving down or when you're moving to the left. We're going to need to include a negative number there. So our first step is to find 2 perfect points. So I'm not going to use this point because it's kind of between those 2 lines. I'm going to use these 2 values. I'm going to do my rise over run. So I'm going to say, hey, how far am I rising to get to the blue point? Well, here I'm going down 2, so I'm going to put a negative there. I'm going to the right 1, so I'm going to put a 1 on my run. -2 divided by 1 gives me a -2, so therefore my slope is equal to -2. Last thing I'm going to do is double check my answer. I know I have a downhill line, so I should have a negative slope, which I do, so I know that I'm good to go. All right, if you guys have any questions, come find me. If not, I'll see y'all in the next one.